I'm Ashley from Bookaholics Anonymous, and this is kind of a video of what I think about the young adult genre and whatnot, because I know some people see it as not a genre, if that makes any sense whatsoever, and then there's people that when you tell them that you're reading a certain book, they think, well, why are you reading that? You're an adult or whatever. Because, let's face it, one of my friends does that to me. Because we went in this conversation, I guess, of why do I read young adult books? Why don't I read adult books or whatnot? Because, I don't know, it happened that way, because she writes, and what was her, I don't know, but I know I'm like making a lot of sense here, but I figured I'd just say, you know, people who look at you funny because you're reading a certain type of book, like Twilight, you tell them you've read that and they're like, why, or they look at you differently, or and they just assume because you read that then everything is, I don't know, they think every book is going to be similar to Twilight, which it's not. I mean, if they gave it a chance at all, they would see not all young adult books are those sparkly to die for vampires that are overprotective and all this other stuff, and that the werewolves aren't these lovable creatures or whatever, and they don't actually turn into wolves, but they actually turn into, werewolves or whatever. I don't know. I think something's been on my mind, because of what my friend said, and I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with her, and I'm not gonna, I would like it if she would actually, read some of the books that I read, or read, and I've given her a couple of the books that I have I have duplicates of. I'm like, just try it, but she's got like the attention span of, she doesn't have an attention span really. It's kind of like all over the place. But so I'm trying to get her to read it, but she's not giving it a chance. And I don't know if there's a way to, say, hey, if you just give this a chance, you might like it. You never know. I didn't think I would like reading at all, but after reading certain books, because I read just adult mystery and stuff. I wouldn't call those Right Hidden Club and stuff young adult, but I read some of those, and I read other books before I read the Twilight books, before I read the Harry Potter books. So I gave it a try, and I'm not going to say that those books were bad, because I liked her books. They were good, they had that mystery to them, and made you want to, keep reading. I'm not going to say they were bad, because they're not. But I feel like, even as a 25-year-old, I guess, I can relate more to the teenagers and the young adult books than anything else. I can't relate to like the older people in the older books, I guess I could if I wanted to, but what's the fun in that? Like my first books, like I said, were the Harry Potter from like middle grade, I think, but the Twilight books got me into, I guess, the young adult YA genre more. And after those, I read the Vampire Academy book by Rochelle Mead, which I absolutely loved. It'll probably always be my favorite series. And after those books, I was like, I gotta read more, even though those are vampire books and stuff. Still. So then I read the Evernight book. Well, actually, I've only read the first one and the second one. I haven't read the last two. The Evernight series by Claudia Gray, which are vampires and Vampire Hunters, I think. I never haven't read them in a long time. And then I read, I bought the House of Night books, which are vampire books. Because at the time, I think these were like the only ones that were really out. You know, they had a lot of books in those series. So I read those. And when I read those, after I finished those, I went to the Blue Blood book by Melissa De La Cruz. Which are, I mean, and all these series are really good series. They just, now that I sit back and I think about it, back on, yes, some of them are a little, I guess, I don't know. They're all good in their own way. But then, because of those books, as you can tell behind me, I kind of became addicted or obsessive with books and buying them and reading them, or wanting to read and wanting to go into these worlds and, see what these worlds were like. Very, movies, I don't know. But yeah, just, I guess, being able to, I forgot my point is why I read YA. Because I couldn't really explain it to my friends. But, I mean, it's just that, I guess that, period of a person's life, the teenage years, the young adult years, and whatnot, are really interesting to read about, and the worlds that they go off into, and how some of the stuff you can relate to. I mean, not, of course, not all of it you can relate to, because some of it's fantasy and stuff, but I mean, some of the other books that have, have issues in them, like the self-harm, the cutting, the anorexia, the abusive partners, I guess, boyfriend-girlfriend thing, and just, I don't know, all that stuff is, I guess it was what it's what makes me want to read the book. It's, I don't know how to explain this, it's like really hard. It's interesting. And, in the past couple months there's been a lot of people say, well, it's too dark, and, these books shouldn't be read by teenagers, and this and that, and, I really wonder if they read more than just maybe just that one book that they're saying is bad. They read all the other books, even a couple of other books, and not just the one. I mean, what's one of the books? The 20 Boys Summer, I think it's by Sarah Hochberg. Sarah. I haven't read it, but I mean, I have it on myself. I haven't read it yet. I probably should. But her other book, Fixing Delilah, I did read. And it has nothing in there really about an abusive relationship or the girl going out and doing all this partying and all this stuff. Yeah, at the beginning, she has this relationship with this guy that she's just kind of friends with benefits, I guess. But as the story moves on, it gets more into her relationship with her family and her mom, and learning about her family during the summer at this house, and learning about her grandma. But I mean, these are real books. I mean, it's irritating me because I don't know how to explain it. But I have tons of stuff that I have to read. Like the book Hunger by Jackie Morris. I can get to it. Kind of. Pretty cover. It's about a girl who becomes one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. She becomes famine. But to tie it in, she's like, she has an eating disorder. It's like, I guess we call it eating disorder. She looks at herself and sees, she thinks she's fat, or she has this voice telling her that she's fat and that she needs to lose weight and all this other stuff. And I don't see how that can be, I don't see how that can be bad for kids. I mean, maybe some parents might think it, but I think if people gave it a try, they'd see it. If not, it's going to sit there and make kids want to be anorexic or want to grow up. I think, these people that say this stuff, they need to read a little bit more than just one book and judge the whole genre on just the one book, or judge that author by just one book they've written, because, like I said, she's written other books, and they're awesome books, and I haven't read 20 Boys Home, but I'm going to because I have it, and I'm sure that's an awesome book, and it's not, telling kids to go out and do this or do that, or party till I don't know, whatever. Kids are going to do what they want regardless of what books, movies, music, or anything else tells them to do. They have their own minds. So, I think I kind of got off topic, and yeah, it's like rambling now, but I don't know, it infuriates me, I guess. I'm curious, how do you try to get somebody who looks down on the books, or looks down on the genre, how do you get them to read one book and show them that it's not all bad, or there's a reason you should read it? I'm confused. That's how to get this out. I guess talking to my camera helps, or talking to y'all helps. So, leave me some comments and let me know what you think.